Hello folks, welcome to today's stream on WoW. I'm, as usual, playing my hunter, Gut and Friend, getting ready to do the Burning Crusade instances. Now I know the last time I streamed I was talking about going into the raids at the end of Vanilla, but I've since been thinking it over and discussing with the wife, who is moderating the chat again today. Say hello, wife.
Hello.
And we've decided that the best thing to do is actually go through all the instances up into Pandaria, and then go back and start going through all the raids from Vanilla up into Pandaria. And then, if there's interest enough, I'll start attempting to do the instances in Warlords of Draenor, and maybe even eventually get to the point where I'm streaming the raids in Warlords. Getting ready for the next expansion, which is looking like it's going to come out next year, called World of Warcraft Legion. Just finished watching the announcement of that on YouTube on the live feed from Gamescom in Germany. Anyway, back to today's stream. First off, if you're watching this live on Twitch, you can also find these videos posted on YouTube. I'm posting these instance runs individually under the name of the instance that I'm doing, and I'm posting the videos as a whole with the entire stream of what I've done today, and that can be found on my YouTube channel, Gutrend. If you're watching one of these videos on the YouTube channel, Gutrend, you can find all these videos being streamed live in large chunks on my Twitch stream at twitch.tv/Gutrend. If you want to contact me in any way, you can look for my Gutrend page on YouTube, my Gutrend channel on YouTube, obviously my Gutrend page on Facebook. You can follow me at Twitter at Gutrend. You can also find my Instagram page, my Amazon page, my IMDb page, my Tumblr. You can find all those under the name Gutrend, and I'm also on the 360 and the Xbox One as The Real Gutrend. Capital T, capital R, capital G, The Real Gutrend. Friend me any place, follow me any place, subscribe or share or like me any place. It will be noted, and you will be shared, liked, subscribed, followed, and tracked, and stalked in return. So, all that having been said, let's get started. Now, we got to get from our garrison to the Burning Crusade. That's going to require a quick trip to Warspear and then to Orgrimmar. So let's hearth away all. Okay, once we're in Warspear, it's a quick trip over to the other building where the Orgrimmar portal is. Okay. Then from here, actually, that's the portal to the Blasted Lands. We want to actually go straight to Hellfire Peninsula. That's up here. There we go. And we're here. Now we're just going to take a quick flight over to Thrallmar. Actually, we'll fly straight to the Citadel. I think I got good speed here. So let's head over there, and while I'm flying, I will tweet that I'm streaming. Better get in the air again. Oh well, there we go. There we go. Lets everybody know that I'm doing this live at the moment. Alright. And good timing too, because here I am pulling into Hellfire Citadel. Alright, so we've got a few instances here we gotta get into. I believe Ramparts is first. Is that correct, wife?
Yes, it is.
Well, then we don't want to go to the blood furnace yet. That's what that means. Oh boy, where is the entrance? See, when I was coming in by foot, I knew where the entrances are. But now that I can fly in, I lose them. That's the Shattered Hall's entrance. I knew that. Knew that. You didn't have to tell me that, you stupid bastards. Here's the Ramparts entrance. Yes, found it. Alright, so here we go into the instance. I don't bother putting a pause at the beginning there because the wife will just edit to the end of this instance as the first video of the day. So, we're on the Ramparts. Kill people, get their parts, bring them back. Right. Yay. Humans in the Citadel. Kill people and bring them apart. Yay. And grab 3 piles of Hellfire supplies. Exciting, exciting stuff here, folks. This is the fastest instance in all of the Burning Crusade. It's not the fastest instance in the game. Fastest instance in the game. Well, I guess it all depends on if you include timed countdowns or not. Because as far as I'm concerned, the fastest instance of the game is Violet Hold. And because of the announcement today, I will clarify that I'm talking Violet Hold of the Wrath of the Lich King era, not Violet Hold of the Legion era. And if people are curious as to what I mean, that means that Legion hasn't released yet, and you haven't heard the announcement information yet. And if you do know what I mean, then congratulations on having heard the announcement, or by now possibly even playing the game, because who knows when you're watching this. You could be watching this 10 years into the future. Now I'm having awful problems with the keyboard. Again, awful problems with delays and things at the keyboard here. See how delayed it is? Yeah. So this is why I don't think switching to this keyboard has had any change on the problem that the keyboards are suffering at all. I'm going to get that, and I'll throw that postcard to you for the 4th or 5th time. Stop giving it back to me. I don't want it. And we'll see if moving that out of the way affects, well, it might have affected it already. I had something in the way that might have been blocking the signal from the keyboard. The computer. The keyboard is a wireless keyboard that I'm using. And it might just have had a difference. It seems to have eliminated the delay completely just by moving that basket. So for future reference, let's keep this on this side from now on, since I don't need it in place in order to prop up the other keyboard. Makes sense, huh?
So yeah.
My wife hates it when it makes sense, people. Okay. So as you can see, I'm just meandering through piles and piles of trash mobs. Now anyway, as I was saying, I do believe that the Violet Hold would be considered the shortest instance in the entire game, as it takes place in one room. So that you're not wandering anywhere, you're not going anywhere at all during that instance. On the other hand, the waves are timed, so it takes a certain amount of time to get it done, even though it's only in one room. So it could probably be argued that it's the shortest instance lengthwise, but it might not be the shortest instance time-wise, although I think it might be the shortest instance time-wise as well. I don't know. I haven't judged it. Kind of disappointed you don't get any rep for Thrallmar just by coming in here and kicking things' asses. I know you do on the Shattered Halls, I think you get Thrallmar rep. But I would expect Thrallmar rep from killing these stray goths as well. Oh well. Again, I'm only running these instances for the purpose of showing people who wouldn't normally do instances what they can find inside them, and showing off the artwork found therein. Plus, I'm doing any mechanics that are needed for certain quests, just in case people are having some issues with them even after Blizzard really dumbed the hell out of the game. I'm going to kill these guys individually because this is a boss. Here we are, Watchkeeper Gargulmar. Yes, Gargulmar is probably the best pronunciation you're going to get out of that. And you get his hand, and that's for one of the quests. Okay, so we're taking care of that. I'm not necessarily trying to do these for anything else other than the fact that I'm showing people the inside of the instances for those who don't like doing instance work with other people. Of course, you can always do what I'm doing, go to level 100 or 110, depending on when you're seeing this, or even higher. Who knows when you're looking at these? It could be from a different planet you're watching these videos from, who knows? Anyway, point being, you could be max level and just go back and do this stuff the same way I'm doing it. That is a possibility. Maybe you don't want to bother doing instances at all, which is, you know, your choice. So I'm doing these videos for those people who don't go into instances and just have no use for them. Or maybe I'm trying to show people who aren't actually into playing WoW why WoW is wonderful and getting people to come. No, it's probably not. Everybody already knows WoW is wonderful. So. Okay, as you can see, we've gone up a ramp and we're now on the second floor. We're quickly nearing the end of the instance here. We basically got a large group of trash mobs here that I'm going to aggro all of, and of course only the non-magic users will follow me. So I'm probably going to have to stop somewhere and track down the magic users a bit. But for now we'll do this. Oh good, looks like I ran around enough of a corner there that everything came after me. That was brilliant. Brilliant! Of course I did it, therefore it has to be brilliant, I decided. At the end of the hall there you can see Omar, who's the second of the... Well, people are going to say there's 4 bosses here because you have to fight technically 2 guys at the last boss. But as far as I'm concerned, there's only really 3 bosses. And the last boss, or third boss, has 2 stages. That's how I look at it. Feel free to argue with me. Come join the chat and talk to my wife. She'll be sitting there chatting away until she, you know, gets up and goes and does something else. Hopefully she'll come back and then talk with everybody when she's done that other thing. Here's Omar. Now again, I'm not really worrying about the boss mechanics of these things. And I am fully aware that that did show you that I was actually complete the instance. But the other boss is technically, in my eyes, the final boss, again, because it has 2 stages. Additionally, if you're doing this instance run in an English. English is a wonderful language. Today I'm going to try speaking it. If you run this instance in an LFG, or maybe even with your guild... Ah, what the hell was that? I don't know how the hell that came up. You're more than likely going to do it in this order because every group that I've done this instance in has done it in the order that I'm doing it right now. They all go to the bosses in the order that I've done them. Saving this guy for last because technically he has a big box back there. Now this is the first part. You have to beat this guy up first. And then when he's done, the dragon comes down, you gotta kill the dragon. So technically it's kind of 2 bosses, but I consider it to be just one big boss. That has 2 stages. That's just me. I'm weird that way. Okay, everything's dead. There we go. Open up the chest for our items. It hasn't completely eliminated the delay. I don't know what's going on with this. I want to sit in a different manner in order to get this thing to have 0 delay. See how it's stopping as I'm walking forward? Mm-hmm. It's hesitating slightly. This is the quick way to get back to the exit. A lot of instances have those.
Great.
I was told that Black Rock Depths has that as well, kind of, but I didn't take advantage of it when I was doing that stream, so I apologize. We already have way better than any of these things here. We're just doing this in order to find the thing that's going to give us the most cash, which is how I ran most of the quests I was doing as well on the way up, because I was wearing heirloom items for the most part. Every item that was worth wearing an heirloom item, I was using it for. Alright, so let's go back out here, and then we're going to pause it for a bit while I get ready to go to the next instance. Okay, that should be enough of a pause for the wife. Now we're going to head off to the Blood Furnace, which oddly enough is higher than the Ramparts. That doesn't make any sense to me either, folks, but I'm not the one who made the game. Obviously, with the split between these, I will probably just cut the video right where I stopped. That pause will cut from video 1 to video 2, and video 2 can pick up from right there and go to the next video, because these are so close. The only thing you're really going to be cutting out is my flying between the instance groups.
Okay.
Alright, and here we get started. This isn't going to be a long stream. I'm doing the Hellfire Citadel threesome, as well as the Coilfang Reservoir threesome, and then I'm going to stop there. So it's not going to be a long stream today. That's how the next few streams are going to be, just in case anyone's interested. Today I'm streaming Hellfire and Coilfang. The next time that I'm online, I'll be streaming Akadun and the Tempest Keep instances, not the Tempest Keep raid. And then the third day after that, I will be streaming both of the 2 Caverns of Lost Time raid instances. That's Sternhold Keep and the Black Morass. Dark Portal, which happens in the Black Morass, whatever. And I'll also be doing Magister's Terrace on that day. So those are that's a lineup of what I'm doing over the next few days for anybody who's actually watching these during the time that I'm actually streaming them, or soon after on YouTube. Well, we've got someone at the door, so I'm going to let the wife take care of that while I continue doing this instance. So right now, no one's moderating chat. I'll let you know when she's back from the door. There we go. Now, none of these instances is very large. So this instance, it's one map. It's larger than the Ramparts was. I guess I should have shown the Ramparts. I didn't. I can go in here and show it now, but I'm not going to because I'm not there. So, okay, there we go. 2 more dead. Another vile workload. Now, most times when you go up these stairs, boy, that's slowed down from my keyboard. Most of the time going upstairs, you actually get a guy somewhere in the middle here who pops, who's invisible. Of course, I can't see him and probably won't find him because I'm higher level than he is, much higher level. So I'm not going to benefit from the guy who's invisible on the stairway popping out and saying hello. But I happen to chance over this guy, so I'm going to kill him. He's not the guy I was talking about, though. The guy that usually pops is midway on that stairway. So, oh, there we go. Taken care of. Okay, so we're down to only 1 more vial, and we're not doing badly here. This guy will probably cough it up. He did. Alright, so let's just kill this group. And we'll turn this way, and then we'll kill this group. Nice and quick, yeah? Just hold on a second, I have to call to the wife about the cat. Andy, watch out for Munchkin, he's coming to the door. There we go. Watch out for Munchkin, he's coming to the door. Okay, so there we go. Just had to make sure the wife didn't accidentally let our cat outside. That would not be good. We live in a residential area, but our street out inside the front of our house is actually quite busy. And our cats are indoor cats. They have been outdoor cats in the past, But now that they're getting older, we're keeping them indoors because, well, they're getting older. They can't run and jump as high and as far as they used to in their youth, and as a result, we're keeping them inside for safety's sake. That's all. Okay. And we're making our way through. I'll show you how far we've gone through. All we've done is this. Now we're getting to the 3 bosses. Okay. Boss number 1 is this lovely looking guy at the other end of the room. Take out these dudes on the way. Oops, there we go. One. Another group there. We've actually had to go so far as to put a little step stool in our bedroom so that our kitties can get onto our bed without too much trouble. Which is great. For them, I guess it's great. Here's our boss.
Stay away from hate.
And we didn't stay away from him very well. We kind of smacked him down, got our item for the quest, and off we go. Now some runs through here, it is a matter of keeping up. I've often noticed, I'm running through these instances right now, the Burning Crusade instances, with a monk. And I'm doing it on a different server, a PvP server, because I've never leveled the character on a PvP server before, so I'm doing it for the novelty of it. And I've noticed that running through these as a monk, actually as any character that I've run through these instances with, the tank, as long as the tank's a worthwhile tank and the healer's pretty good, healer doesn't even have to be great, the healer only needs to be pretty good, you'll find that groups running through these instances do them extremely quickly. Because the tank will be able to aggro a second group of mobs while the DPS is burning down the first group of mobs, and it moves you pretty quickly through the instance that way. Our second boss is hidden behind that gate. In order to get to that gate, we have to open that cell door level, which opens up these cell doors on the side, which gives us extra mobs to kill before we get to the boss. Just letting you know that's the mechanic that we're dealing with as far as releasing the boss. This is the reason why you want to definitely clear off all the mobs here if you're running this at level, in order to make sure you're not fighting extra mobs when these little cell doors open up. We can inspect these cell doors right now. It looks like they've got 4 in that one. We've got 3 in that one. So probably 4 and 3, 4 and 3. And they come out cyclical. In other words, you release the first group, and then as soon as they die, the second group comes out. Finish the second group, the third group comes out automatically. Finish off the third group, the fourth group comes out automatically. Finish off that group, and the boss automatically gets released. However, you can slow down the speed at which you do these mobs by setting this off here, and basically standing there and letting them come to you. There aren't any magic users in these groups, so it's just a matter of waiting until they come to you and burning them down. Tank and spank situation, basically. Anyway, yeah, as I'm running through these with characters at level, if the tank's halfway decent and he's pulling mobs really quickly and the healer's halfway decent and keeping the tank healed, the DPS just has to burn things down, and as a result, you can fly through here pretty quickly. What that also means, though, is that if you're the slowest of the 3 DPS, you might have to really try and do damage before things die. Even by using tab to switch between mobs, I am sometimes finding that the only thing I can do is run into an area and do my weakest DPS AoE attack, because it happens to be an instant cast, whereas my more powerful spells either require me to do something specific to gain chi to have the ability to use them, or because they take a while to be cast as a spell, it takes a long time for them to actually be cast, and in that time everything's dead, or what I was aiming at is dead. I have to change to a different mob and start the count again, And you can go an entire instance not actually hitting any creatures except for maybe the bosses if you're not careful. So I'm experiencing this with my monk right now. Oftentimes though, with my monk, if I'm on top of the tank and doing things as fast as I possibly can, there have been times when I've actually done more damage than the tank does, which is unusual, and still not pulled aggro because they're dying so fast. The monk character also, in my estimation, is probably one of the best characters to level up in the game, due to the fact that you get the ability to have enlightenment, which gives you an hour of double experience points every time you do your daily. And in addition to that, if you add the heirlooms, you're probably looking at doing almost double the experience per kill and quest. And if you're combining overworld quest work along with instance work while you're actually I got that backwards. If you're combining instances with overworld quest work while you're waiting for your LFG to find you a group, you can level up ridiculously quickly. I've leveled up as much as 5 levels in the space of an hour and doing like 3 instances or 4 instances. It's taken no time at all. Okay, so we fully investigated the blood furnace. Now everyone's going to yell at me as I kill one of these guys. Plink.
You mustn't let him loose! He'll kill us
See, they all get pissy. How is our landlord? That was our landlord that visited us, folks. How's our landlord
Not
doing?
really
A guy, a friend who pays, a friend who we pay rent to.
Yeah.
That's basically it. How's he doing?
We can't figure out what the hell's wrong with the dryer. He said that he tried 3 different ones down there, and we honestly don't know why the fuse keeps going.
Is it the fuse on the dryer or the fuse on the circuit breaker?
It's the circuit breaker. He's replaced
Then
it.
something else is drawing energy at the same time. I think it's either the fridge in the kitchen or, well, it's not.
There's nothing else on that circuit.
Well, then the circuit's just not strong enough to hold it then.
Yeah.
That could be it. Oh, what the hell? I didn't... Why is that coming up? Y is for the achievements, but I'm hitting other buttons over here and nothing's coming up now. It's weird. I don't know why the achievements are popping up that way, folks. I apologize.
There's a spider lying in a tree.
Is it a boss?
No.
Where are you?
Webbringer Hollow. I'm in
Webbringer Hollow.
Stone Talon Mountain.
Stone Talon.
Yeah, I'm just farming.
He's in a tree. Yeah, I remember seeing that guy. I saw him when I was going through as my hunter.
For the whole.
I shot him out of the tree. It was fun. That's hilarious. Folks, as you can see it, my wife is actually showing me a spider hanging out in the tree.
I'm on my blue drake, and this dude is just like freaking sleeping in the tree. Like he's taking a nap. He's not a freaking sloth or anything, he's a spider.
That ends the blood furnace.